Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to be unboxing an Aquadip order. So the Aquadip order is going to be live foods. It's going to be some frozen food, not much. It's not a main supplier of frozen food, but we should have something interesting in there. And then also some plants. Aquadip is well known for being a plants wholesaler. So we have got quite a few plants coming in today, hopefully. So we'll crack on and get this open. And see what we've got. Just completely butchering this box in the process. Okay, so first box we've got, this always reminds me of fish and chips, but it certainly is not fish and chips. This is live bloodworm. Now we can actually get, a lot of bloodworm. I think this is, Kelly does all the orders, I don't do the orders, so I don't know what we've got here. I feel like it's 500 grams, but we can get literally any amount. 250, Kelly's just shouted across. 250 grams of live bloodworm. And it comes like this. It doesn't come in the little bags of water that you usually see in shops. I'll bring it a little bit closer. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. Now it is live, it's just a little bit cold at the moment, so of course it's more of a dormant phase at the moment. Once it starts to warm up, it'll start to wriggle, but what we'll do is, this is for own use today. We've got no customer orders of the live bloodworm, but what we'll do is we'll get a little bit off, pop it in some water, and then we shall feed some fish, and that'll probably be another video, to be honest. Not right at this moment. So if you're interested in getting this, like the 250 grams of bloodworm, just drop us a private message on our Facebook page and we can soon let you know the price. And it's basically like a weekly order sort of thing, so we don't have this always in stock. Just obviously live food, it has a shelf life, it has a life expectancy of about, I'd say, a week and a half. If you keep it in the fridge, it will be longer. So it's one of those that when customers order this, we get it on the next delivery or the next order, and then we ship out to you, or obviously if you're in a local area, come and collect it. So that's the live bloodworm. As I say, that's for own use. And then we've got loads more copepods. Live copepods, we sell absolutely loads of live copepods in the shop. It's great food for marine fish, for corals, for mandarins, things like that. But any smaller fish will eat copepods, no problem. But it's also great for, people do strain it and then feed it to the freshwater fish as well. It works well. So that's loads more of the live food in stock. This one's a bit easier to get into. Ha! He says. It's a poly box that's taped inside. Now, I don't really want to break the cardboard box here, because these come really, really useful, and they're super handy for shipping out livestock. Corals and plants, obviously we can put them in a polystyrene box, and then this just outer cardboard packaging, it's just great as extra protective packaging. So yeah, try not to destroy the cardboard box, even if it does mean that I have to struggle. Frozen. We have Frozen mysis back in stock. We try and keep this in stock all the time, but we sell out of it really quickly, and because we use different suppliers, and at the moment different suppliers have different stock levels. Obviously, our main frozen food wholesaler unfortunately ran out of stock, and it's been out of stock for 2 or 3 weeks now. So we started using a different wholesaler, and then their stock levels have dwindled. So it's kind of quite tricky at the moment. But yeah, we've got more mysis shrimp back in stock. 2 packs of that. We have Bloodworm as well. Bloodworm is just a firm favourite. And then another pack of Bloodworm. Bloodworm mysis is by far the most popular one that we sell. And then we have, oh, this is quite interesting. So this is baby brine shrimp, Napoli. I think it's Napoli. I don't know how you pronounce it. Apologies if I'm wrong. I think it's Napoli. But this is basically newly hatched baby brine shrimp, which is then put in a pouch and frozen. So if you have fry, if you have really small fish, things like mosquito rasbora, galaxy rasbora, chili rasbora, anything like that, then you can actually buy some of this from us, defrost just a little bit, and yeah, the fish will go nuts for it. So there's a few to go at. I think there's about 10 or 20 of these pouches in total. So we'll go through prices, and these will be probably put on the Facebook page, and we'll let you guys know prices and etc. later. So that's the frozen. So far so good. Everything's come in that we ordered. It's only a small order this week, just because we've been moving around the shop, and we don't need a massive order. We just need a small order just to get us back into the swing of things and just top things up a little bit. Okay, so first we have 6 pots of the Aquadip paniculatus, so the Amazon swords. Amazon swords are really easy plants to care for. Most of them are great background plants. They're going to grow quite tall, so really you want to stick them near the back of your aquarium. They are quite heavy feeders, so if you put in like things like root tabs, they'll grow really well. I'll just place these down here. So most of these pots will be going in this plant tank that we've got behind us. If you've never seen it before, we do keep a lot of, so Aquadip and a lot of the plant wholesalers, they actually grow all of their plants, well, most of their plants, sorry, immersed. So immersed means above water or out of water. So if they do it, we decided we're going to do the same. So it means that the plants, yes, okay, whilst they're being shipped, they do get quite cold. So it's just one less stress, one less thing for them to go through. Of course, if they're cold and we can warm them up and place them back into an environment that they were kind of used to before, we find that helps them to bounce back pretty quickly. If we were to submerge them straight away, when obviously we would let them warm up first anyway, but if we then submerge them, they're going to transition to being underwater, and most of the time that does cause old leaves to die off, and then obviously new leaves will regrow. But we just find that it works well. There's unlimited CO2 content in the atmosphere, which they can just constantly absorb, and we actually find that the plants grow better in an immersed form, in an immersed state like this behind us. Of course, yeah, when you purchase plants and then you place them into your aquarium, they are changing and they do have to adapt. But to be honest, I find that plants adapt pretty quickly, very well. Things like cryptocorynes, where they may completely melt on you and the leaves might all die, don't take out that plant. Most of the time, the roots will still be alive, and then you'll get new shoots or new leaves coming through quite quickly. So always make sure that you leave the plant in. Just remove any dead or decaying leaves, and that will just help to promote growth. Next is another Amazon sword species. I think that's another bag of the paniculatus. Then we have a bag of Ludwigia repens, diamond red. Nice green on the top, red underneath. Great stem plant. A little bit more, to get it really vivid red, you do need injected CO2, but it'll still have some nice coloration and grow well if you've got soil substrate and you're kind of putting in fertilizers and whatnot. Then we've got Microsorum. So this is just the standard Java fern. 6 pots of that. I think we might have more of that. Yep, so we've got 12 pots of the standard Java fern. Fantastic plant. We've got that in the dual Trigon 190. We've done a few videos of that now. It's just a big plant that grows really, really well. Super easy to care for. It is quite slow growing, very low maintenance, but boy, does it look good when it starts to really fill out. We've got the narrow leaf Java fern as well, which is lovely. Obviously, I can't keep getting up and show you, and I don't know what it's going to be. The camera's going to be focusing on, so I'm just getting everything out for now, and then we'll check them out once they're in the 6-foot aquarium, just to show you each individual plant, and so you get a better feel and idea of what the plant looks like. Whoa, so these are huge Java ferns. So the thing is with Aquadip and a lot of wholesalers, obviously, it's just a massive list of plants, and we basically put quantities of how many plants we want of each, and then they just send whatever they've got. Now, obviously, some shipments they'll have larger plants, some shipments they'll have slightly smaller plants. It all depends on what they've got quantity-wise and where they're at in the stage of growth. Now, sometimes Java ferns can come in quite small, other times they can come in huge. This occasion, they've come in absolutely huge. The prices remain the same, whether they come in small or large. So if you want to grab yourselves a bargain, come on down this weekend because they are huge, absolutely massive. Okay, and then we've got a tray of 2 different types of Anubias. Looks like Anubias barteri and Copperfolia. Again, tray, I can't really show you that well, the plants, so we'll just say the names out for now and then I'll show you. And then we've got Elaeoclaris acicularis, so that is the dwarf hair grass, really nice. And then we've got Cryptocoryne walkeri. Super easy plant to care for. And then we have Juniper repens. And then last but not least, we have Anubias nana and Anubias bonsai. Anubias bonsai is a fantastic little plant. It's one of the smaller varieties, not the smallest, but one of the smaller varieties of Anubias. Great for the foreground, just to finish off an aquarium if you just need to add a little bit more greenery in the foreground. Again, I'll show you that very, very shortly. So that is all the plants out, and that is the entire delivery for this week. I'll get them all put in and packed away. Why would I say packed away? I'll get them all unpacked and get them into tanks, and then I'll show you.